Alright, what's good, y'all? Tevo here. Welcome back to another episode. We're going to be looking at when delusional woke people get on. This part 2 right here. Told you we're going to come back with another one. Just waiting for, it's just a lot of shit. I gotta edit and shit. It's like, god damn. It's like making the videos is easy, but doing the editing, I just gotta look for certain details. Sometimes I throw in like a little meme or something like that. If I'm feeling like doing some extra stuff too, like the video, sometimes like if it's no point, and just looking at some stuff if I want to take out some things that I want to like clip out, all that stuff, trying to make things pretty before I present it to y'all. Like, I'm still trying to learn how to do extra stuff with the editing instead of just making it dry. I'm still trying to get like a camera so I could place it up, but I'm gonna get that like at the end of the year so I could have a clear 4K type of look. Yeah, I could do all that. But we're gonna get into the video. Before we even get into the video, please like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and comment whatever you want to in the comments, like socialize with me, like tell me what's on your mind and stuff. Tell me what you think about the video. Just interact with me. But yeah, we're gonna get into the video. I already like the video. You already know the deal. You already know what we do over here. We show love. It ain't hard.
Let's use our quiet voices, please. Calm down.
Calm down. Cause you ain't your children.
Stop acting like a child, and I will.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think women's sports should get paid more, get more recognition? What do you guys think?
For sure, like, we deserve equality, so
what you mean?
Definitely should.
On topic of women's sports, can you name any WNBA teams?
Exactly.
The WNBA has been in existence for almost 25 years and not one single team has
Damn.
been able to turn a profit. In fact, the NBA has to subsidise them to get a tax write-off for the owners. In other words, without the NBA, nobody's going to get paid, and there isn't even a league. It doesn't even exist.
Hundreds of climate activists have shut down traffic for the day.
Oh my
talking
God.
to them, asking them, do they have jobs?
No, I strike today.
Oh, you're skipping work?
I don't strike. It is a strike, so I strike.
Okay.
So you
Is your
skipping work?
boss okay with it? Did you get the day off work today to come out and do this?
Well, man, my situation with work was I helped through a rough management transition, and they gave me a chance to take an extended break.
Did you get the day off work to come out here and do this?
No, I did not. I'm skipping work.
Can I ask what you do?
I'm an artist.
Now, this explains why a lot of these climate activists don't give a shit about disrupting normal work.
They don't got real jobs.
Nothing better to do.
Yeah, they don't got better to do.
Home and get a job.
Are you aware of the debate happening in Washington State around the ability to access
Extended
bathrooms,
break.
locker rooms, spas based on gender identity and gender expression?
I think people should be able to have access to the facility.
I think bathrooms could and potentially should be gender neutral because there doesn't need to be a classification for differences.
I think people definitely should have the ability to go into whichever locker room they want. Whether you identify
What?
as male or female and whether your sex at birth is matching to that, you should be able to utilize the resources.
So if I told you that I was a woman, what would your response be?
Good for you. Okay, like, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I don't have a problem with it.
If I told you that I was Chinese, what would your response be?
I would have a lot of questions just because on the outside I would assume that you're a white man.
If I told you that I was 7 years old, what would your response be?
I wouldn't believe that immediately.
Yeah, all college students saying they want bathrooms to be gender neutral. Let's wait in 10 years when they've got kids and they see some weird ass man walking in the same changing room or bathroom as their little daughter.
Yeah, don't you start that shit.
Bro? Why are you taking my picture, bro?
Because there should be housing for you.
I don't want housing.
Then, so what do you want? Just to sit here then?
Yeah.
Mind your business.
My country, ain't it?
Yeah, but this isn't sanitary. We all live here. What gives you more right than me?
It's unsanitary.
Look! What do you mean? You should want better for yourself.
I like it like this. I like the fresh air.
No, I got you, but we all have to. What if somebody's handicapped and they need to get by? They can't.
They got 36 inches.
Somebody on a mobile bike can't get through here. So your freedom's more important than somebody else's. No, see, this is the problem. You think you're more important than somebody else.
Sit here and talk to the homeless guy and hold up traffic. Maybe somebody's got to go to the hospital.
You see that? You see how that guy just expects? He just thinks that he is more important than everybody else. This is the sense of entitlement.
I mean, like, you stopping out your day to mess with a homeless guy. You don't know what the fuck else. You don't know what he going through. You just stop and hold up traffic, talk about something. He think he better than everybody and entitled, when the whole time you the one who's entitled to tell this man to move out the way. Like, if the city didn't move him, then it's okay. If nobody else didn't move him, it's okay. Apparently, so mind your fucking business. I don't know why people bother other people. Like, I'm out my business, and like, if it don't concern me, it don't concern me. Like, the fuck, got better shit to do than bother people. Shit is irritating.
And the homeless man made him look like a complete donor, and he still decided to post it and make himself look like an even bigger fool.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I want to just state that for 5,000 years BC, Gala transcribed and androgynous trans priests of Sumerian goddesses have been around and noted. Since we are standing on Anishinaabe land, Turtle Island, which is the nation that we live under, has
I don't live under Turtle Island.
Right, well, maybe you should read a little more Indigenous knowledge books. Indigenous communities have used two-spirit personas for the entirety of their culture.
You're pointing to civilizations that committed human sacrifice, okay? That's not a good argument. Yes, that's true. There were all sorts of terrible tribes. In fact, as recently as a little over 500 years ago, the Aztecs here in the Western Hemisphere slaughtered 80,000 people in a sacrifice.
He knows his shit.
That they worshipped within the span of 4 days. That's not a recommendation of doing that. I don't think that we ought to consider it. How does one know that someone with the total physical appearance of a man, how can one know that that person really is a woman?
What is the purpose of knowing another person's sexual
See, there
identity?
you are.
Or
Why do you even care? What's the purpose of knowing someone's biological sex? Well, for starters, because we have civil rights specifically for women in the United States. We have special bathrooms for women. We have special sports leagues for women. We have all sorts of special places and rights and privileges and that are for women that are not for men. So if now some men, people who at the very least appear to be men, are claiming a right to go into those women's bathrooms, then we either have to abolish all of the special rights and privileges that have existed for women for all of human history and are enshrined in our law, or they need to explain to me how those men are actually women. And they can't do the latter, and I'm not willing to do the former, and I don't think women across this country are willing to do the former, even if a few people have been so ideologically blinded.
Someone said she humiliated herself before it even started by wearing that hat.
That shit was going on and on and on. He was punishing her
ass. Up her
ass.
house, and then he landed it on. But she still believes that she's on Turtle Island, or whatever she said.
I have a master's degree because when I got certified, I was told I had to have a master's degree to be an Arizona certified teacher. Are we allowing the parents to choose the curriculum and the books that our children are going to read? The purpose of public education is not to teach only what parents want their children to be taught. It is to teach them what society needs them to be taught.
There's more than 100 years of Supreme Court precedent telling us that we have the distinct privilege and responsibility of directing the health, education, and upbringing of our children. You don't have that responsibility. Regardless of what you think about the importance of public education, the power ultimately lies in the hands of the parents who not only pay for what you do in the classroom, but whose children you instruct during a finite period of the day. If we're going to talk about responsibility and ownership, maybe you should take a look at our nation's math and English scores.
Listen, I get inclusivity and all of that, but this is going way too far. Why is it that instead of making a brand new character that an actor gets to play where they debut that character, instead they are taking old characters that are loved and cherished and putting a black person in that role, which only sparks controversy because people are mad because they remember the original character and they're not the original character. And it's also super lazy. You don't value the talent enough to create a brand new character where you want to make them the center of controversy. I don't understand how black people aren't seeing this and how they still applaud it. This is not on some, oh, I'm being racist, internalized racism thing. Tinkerbell has always been a blonde white woman. If you really care about inclusivity, Disney, create a new character.
This is why so many of these new movies
before you start talking about, I was about to say that well, to me it's not no hating or anything, but it's starting to get annoying. It's like some things seem genuine, some things just seem why would you do that? We ain't asked for this shit. I mean, thank you for the role, like thank you for putting us in a role, but at the same time, like, this is a role for the like we get mad at when people put like white people in Egyptian characters, knowing that white people couldn't really survive in Egypt because it's too damn hot, they gonna burn. But at the same time, this shit getting annoying. Like, put the white characters at white characters and put the black characters as black characters. You don't gotta switch some stuff up just so you can make something new because it's not working. It haven't been working. Just be normal. But I don't know. Plus at the same time, I haven't been looking at movies like that either. And like all the movies lately just suck. It's like I'm not about to spend $20-$30 just to go to the movies. And I'm not going to enjoy it. I used to go to the movies like every Thursday down Rundle Mills, and all of them was good movies. But now it's like I don't do that no more. I just stay my ass in the house. Ain't nothing the same no more. I'm not missing out on nothing. I've been had my fun. I just only thing I want to do is just stack up and invest and do things that I want to do now. So it is what it is. But let me stop yapping.
Are flopping because they're all diversity box checking recreations of old films. How hard is it to just make a new film and make new characters, and also just to leave the ones that worked in the past? No, it's getting ridiculous when they can't even cast dwarves in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Peter Dinklage spoke up about this, and that was my issue. He had in the past no issue
cashing Peter Dinklage
that were made for dwarf roles like Elf and all of that. That check cleared just fine.
Oh, there you go.
Piers Morgan is agreeing with you. I think you need to be concerned. I'll say that for the.
So you're telling a dwarf actor what he should feel? Having literally just lectured me about speaking for someone in the dwarf community, Warwick Davis, you now accuse a dwarf actor.
No, it's not what I said. I said that if you're siding with anyone, you've got to worry. Right. What I'd like to say actually is that I kind of mostly agree with what you're saying.
No, that's just taking a pot shot there.
No, it is absolutely taking a pot shot. But I do agree with what you're saying. And as a gay man, I know that growing up, I witnessed gay people being villains in movies when I was.
Seven Dwarfs aren't villains.
And that I think stereotypes are really important to.
What stereotype do you think they represent?
This isn't a part of this about the stereotype. This is about roles that were made for people of my stature that don't have the chance to go out for other roles normally.
But you want to stop Dylan getting a role in a Hollywood film?
I am not going to get into an attack on a dwarf.
You don't want to.
I mean, but what's wrong with that? If you don't like it, just don't take the role. Somebody else gonna take the role. They gonna be glad to take the role. If you don't like it, oh well. Or if you want a role that's gonna have a little person in it, go make a movie with a little person in it. Like they had movies like that, Bad Santa. It's some other movies. I don't want to be an asshole. I can't think about it. Jackass. Like that's why I didn't want to be an asshole. But what's another one? Friday. Yeah, I had some, but you're gonna have to take what you got to take. It's not like you're gonna have a lead role as a little person. It got to be something that's top tier, gonna be funny. But it can't be no serious. It can't be no serious role. It got to be funny. Somewhat serious, but it got to be overall funny. Excuse me. But yeah, let's get into the video. I'm getting hungry.
The dwarf actor to
No,
land
I do.
the role
I do,
playing
actually.
a dwarf part.
Listen, a dwarf can play a dwarf part, but I think it's important to change narratives that don't fit in today's society. So you're using Dylan as a cheap shot to attack a Wokey. That's
I don't think Dylan feels I'm using him as a cheap shot. And what I would say about the Wokey thing is this. I have spent the last year listening to people tell me only gay actors should play gay parts. Only Welsh actors, so Michael Sheen, should play Welsh characters, and so on and so on and so on. But the moment we have dwarf roles, which are the most famous dwarf roles in Hollywood history, then the only people apparently who can't play them are dwarf actors. And I see there
it's a cartoon
stinking
here. It has not changed. It was a cartoon. Those weren't actually dwarfs in the movie. They were drawn, okay? So firstly...
They were drawn as dwarfs.
No, that is...
But it's a story about dwarfs.
Dwarfs.
Well, they shouldn't be called that. They should be called...
They shouldn't be called dwarves.
No, they should be called people with
They
dwarfism.
shouldn't be called...
What's wrong with being called dwarves?
Nothing, but that's not the correct
That's the
term.
story.
Dylan, apparently you're not allowed to call yourself... Apparently, Dylan, you're not allowed to call yourself dwarfs, apparently.
I would love to hear, what should I call myself, sir?
I think you should call yourself whatever you feel comfortable with, but as a person...
He calls himself a dwarf.
Well, that's great.
A dwarf.
Good for you. I'm happy.
So now, sir, let me pause that. So it shouldn't be called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It
Listen,
should just be
I
called
do not want to
Snow
get
White.
cancelled
So
because I think your point of view is more important
You don't want to
than
get
mine right now.
cancelled. As this person says, imagine not being a dwarf but arguing with a dwarf what it feels like to act a dwarf role. You need Michael.
Get some help. Hey, that's the end of the video right there. That's the end of the video right there. Tell me what you think in the comments. Please like the video. Please run the likes up to at least 50 to 100 likes. Please subscribe if you new to this channel. Trying to get my subscribers up to 1,000. Trying to get it up there real quick. Trying to do more stuff by next year. Like more, probably vlogs when I travel. Just day in the life videos and stuff like that. I'm trying to do more stuff. I'm trying to live my life, because we only got one life to live, and life is really short. And me hitting my 30s is like, life is short as shit now. Like, goddamn, it's like minuscule, like that shit. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video. If y'all want more of these when delusional woke people get on, let me know. I'll do some more. But other than that, I'm about to find some other videos to look at and have react to them and just record it. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm high. I'm sorry, but I gotta get more professional than this. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.